we're continuing, Eliza, on chapter 4. Ray's still weird, I don't trust her, and she made some cookies. And Rainer is a jackass. So let's continue. Chapter 4. It's such a nice day. When did it get so warm? I thought it was still winter. There's a breeze from over the water, making the leaves rustle gently. Everything smells nice. Why haven't I been taking advantage of this beautiful day? I should be out here walking along the waterfront. There's a calm and peace, a contentness. Now I see how special this is. I think it wasn't always this way, but it's hard to tell. I know I was having problems at some point, but that was so long ago. When was that? I can't remember. This moment in time seems to stretch infinitely. It always has existed. It will always exist. Unchanging, perfect. Am I dreaming? The surface of the lake that is a brilliant blue. A blue that I could lose myself in. Is she trying to drown herself? Forever blue? That got dark. Kinda.
Well,
oh God, not him.
It was nice. It was like I could close my eyes and feel myself in another place.
Oh, this is the dream thing.
But I
His
didn't
dream
completely
technology.
lose awareness of the real world. It was more like a mental state that I was experiencing.
Remarkable technology, isn't it?
Yeah, he's trying to
I've had
force
others who
dream,
try to
make
tell
people's
me
dreams.
it's akin to a state of higher consciousness. Aware but totally serene, totally peaceful.
Soren retrieves a bottle of whiskey from the liquor cabinet and serves himself because he's an alcoholic.
Here's a thought experiment for you. Say there was a certain medical procedure that could remove your suffering. No side effects, no cost, just an operation that would make you permanently happy. Would you get it? You have these philosopher types arguing you shouldn't do that because sadness and suffering are
Bro, what am I
part of what it
freaking
means
inside
to be
out right
human.
now?
Or that the happiness you'd experience isn't real, so it doesn't
You have
count
to experience
somehow.
sadness,
What a
anger,
load
and
of
all that.
bullshit. If there was something effective at taking my pain away and otherwise harmless, I would take it immediately.
What's up, Drop?
I refuse to believe that being alive means having to suffer.
His voice is getting so ragged. How many drinks did he have before I came here?
Oh, forgive me, I forgot to ask. Would you like some scotch as well?
Bro, can I have some water?
I'm okay.
Soren holds up the bottle, examining it.
The Glencadam. Beautiful, light, luminous taste. Not peaty at all. Lovely stuff. Ah, if only psychotherapy worked as well as a single glass of well-made whiskey, huh? If alcohol wasn't poison, I wouldn't have to invent anything now, would I? I do think we did some good work at Skanda, but I always knew there were going to be limits to the Eliza approach.
Notion has
I was a
itself
counseling
wrapped
psychologist for a long time, you know. I understand the shortcomings better than anyone. So much of it can feel like a waste of time, talking through everything, dredging up the past over and over again, trying and failing to change our habits and routines. It's all going to look completely ineffectual compared to what comes next. With direct stimulation and induced dreaming, we can take control of our own brains in a way that's never been possible before. There's no reason we couldn't just eliminate this epidemic of despair for everyone in the world. Imagine it. Anger, depression, emptiness, anxiety, jealousy, every kind of unhappiness you can think of, obsolete. And to think
This man trying to make a
wanted nothing
Midsummer.
to do with this.
He's trying to make freaking Midsummer.
He thought it was a bad idea.
Rainer's one of the ones who thinks negative emotions are important.
Negative emotions are
He told me
important.
he
It's
thinks
called
pain
balance.
should be regulated, not eliminated. After all, why would anyone write a poem or
Even
make
though
art
Rainer
if they
is
only felt
rude and I
happiness?
can't stand him,
He also said
he's
he was
not
afraid
wrong
of
when
the
it comes
way
to
would
that
look
stuff.
in the media.
But him
A
trying to make
company as
artificial
large as
intelligence
Skanda coming
is
out with
like,
a
I don't
product
know.
that changes the brain to make you happy. All the sorry excuses
Rainer's trying to
we
get
have
freaking
for
robots
public
to take over.
intellectuals today would throw a fit about how dystopian it looked to them.
And
It's
Soren
better if a
wants
small
Midsummer.
startup takes the fall, if public opinion turns against this technology. That's the kind of calculus he was doing. Those are the objections he claimed to have, at least. There's another one I suspect he had too, though. If people are self-sufficient, they don't need an ongoing support system. A system provided by an all-knowing paternalistic presence like Skanda.
Wait, you think Raynor wants people to stay miserable so they stay dependent on mental health services from his company?
Yes. Yes, I do. It's quite the accusation, I know. Not something I'd come out and say in public, not yet, anyway.
Soren's
but you
problematic.
see, the people who come to Eliza regularly, it's part of their lives now. The more they integrate with Skanda's
I've
mental
only seen the same
tools,
client
the more they'd be
once.
adrift
I haven't
without
gotten
them.
repeat clients
That's
except for
the
that
real
shit.
dystopia, don't you think? Rendered helpless without the guidance of computer algorithms. Total dependency on the system. Excuse me for 1 second.
Soren hurries out of the room for some reason, leaving me with questions echoing in my head. Bro, Evelyn, run. Why would I want my suffering removed completely? Is it better to just leave it alone? Is it Nora? Ugh. Hey, do you think I could ask about Damien? Sure. What do you want to know about him? Like, what kind of person was he? You're asking me to describe him. I forgot this is Erland and I have to be a nerd. If you're okay with that, I don't want to make you if it's uncomfortable. But it'll help me understand what he was like. He's a brilliant architect and engineer. One of the most sincere people I met. He believed people were fundamentally good and wanted to help them. Our digital therapy project wasn't a mandate from management. We started it ourselves. I see. Damien went through some difficult times himself. He wasn't able to get the care he needed. Odds at how he died. That's why he wanted to change things. But never mind. I wish he had gotten a chance. I see. Thank you. This is gonna sound weird, but sometimes when I'm working late, I doze off in the office and I have dreams about him. I never met him in real life, but it's like I sense his presence there, like he encoded himself into the system somehow. Haha, I know it's my mind playing tricks on me. I don't believe in ghosts. So y'all want to know something funny? There's a conversation you have with Nora, alright, through text. No, not through text. It's when they met at the cafe. And she mentions that Soren was talking about, like, reincarnation and all this stuff, right? And then, I'm telling you, this guy, Erland, he has to be a robot. Because Soren was talking about reincarnation and stuff, right? And then Raynor is talking about absorbing all of this data about people to put into robots, right? And Soren also has this technology to control what you dream, right? I think Raynor has some of Soren's technology, along with all the data that he's been getting, as well as data from Damien, and he made Erland. I'm just waiting for Soren to go for some the Spider-Man. I don't know why he sounds like a Spider-Man villain. I don't trust none of these people. Soren likes the style of decor. I forgot what it's called. It's modern from around the middle century. There's a term for that, right? He drinks a lot. Seems restrained for him. Maybe he's cut back. Oh, he actually has drunk more than that. Interesting. Reminds me of the art in the counseling room. Knowing Soren, this is probably by some famous artist and it cost him a fortune. Welcome back, Cardigan Man. Soren comes back in the room and immediately pours himself another glass of whiskey. He doesn't seem to notice he's filled it almost all the way to the top.
Evelyn, I really think you, of all people, might understand what I'm trying
I bet
to
his
do
breath
here.
stinks. I get it, but...
I get it, but you don't think it's dangerous. You're essentially making technology that changes what people think is real.
Evelyn, you're much more concerned than you used to be about this kind of thing. I remember when you would dive headfirst into anything that held a promise, even a fleeting one, to help humanity. What changed your mind to
I
make
wonder
you
if
so
Damien was like a
wary,
really
so
good friend of her,
skeptical
and
now?
that's why she's like
Can I
this.
ask you something, Soren? What did you tell Damien?
Oh, this again. Don't tell me we had all of this wonderful conversation tonight and now you're trying to blame me for Damien. Who put you up to this? Was it Nora? Raynor?
I just want to know the truth, Soren.
Nobody thought we could do it. You remember that.
Bruh, answer the
There was
question.
skepticism from day one. I had to defend us constantly from other project
Bro,
managers who
answer
didn't
the
like that we
question,
existed.
Soren. You
who
are
wanted our
beating
budget
around the
and
bush
resources
here.
for themselves. Some of those were vicious fights. Amid all that, I had to be a leader too. Part of that meant giving everyone on the team accurate information. So I was honest in saying there were forces that sought to kill our project. And I was honest when I said we'd never survive if we didn't have something to show for our work. That was the reality. Without a product, we would be nothing. A guy like Raynor has access to anything he wants.
Notice he has
If
yet
your
to answer the
pitch and demo
question.
isn't in the top 1% of what's out there, why would he be interested? That's what we were up against.
So many mornings, I would get into work and see Damien there. At first, I thought he was getting up earlier than me, but then I noticed he was still wearing the same shirt from the day before. Then, one morning, I got in and...
Evelyn, please. I wanted everyone on the team to be healthy. I think that's so obvious it doesn't need to be said, but I'll say it now if you think I was deliberately trying to harm him. Did I instruct you to work until you injured yourselves? No, absolutely
Nah,
not.
see, nah,
It was a
I don't like
tragedy, and I'm
Soren.
very
I
sorry
don't like
that it
Raynor,
happened.
but I don't like
wish it
Soren
hadn't.
more than
But
I don't like
wasn't
Raynor.
telling Damien to pull all-nighters. He was an adult. He made his own decisions about how he was going to work. And besides, what about your role in all this?
Look at him
If you
trying to
noticed
shift the
him
blame.
not taking care of himself, you could have mentioned it. None of that behavior was unusual for Skanda anyway. It was part of our
And
reputation.
what's really
part of...
shut up. What's really getting me is she asked him, what did he say to Damien? He is going on a full-blown defense about that question. And now he's trying to spin it to blame me. And nobody pushed any blame anywhere. Nobody pushed any blame anywhere. She asked, what did you say to him?
of the culture. There isn't a single cause
Sounds
you
to
can
me like you're
isolate in
deflecting.
a case like this.
Sitting in one place for too long. Chronic stress. Both of those are risk factors.
Evelyn, I'm truly sorry about
All right,
what
Goshen.
happened to Damien. He had a bright future, and it was a shock to all of us. But the answers here aren't simple ones. Dwelling on it isn't going to bring him back, nor is discussing the huge number of potential causes of pulmonary embolism. It happened, and now we have to move on.
It felt like everything stopped. All of the work we were doing might as well have crumbled into dust. We were trying to build something to help the world, and we got lost along the way. What was the point? There didn't seem to be a point any longer.
I know that you cared about him. The process of grief can go on for some time, but you're taking the right steps. You're regaining your sense of purpose, aren't you?
Bro, Soren, you're an
The experience
alcoholic.
of
I
suffering
don't want to
is
hear
what
any
makes us
advice
want
from
to
you.
end suffering. It's late and I've had quite a bit to drink, so I'll tell you a secret, Evelyn. I said I want to end human suffering, which makes me sound very altruistic. But I'm not doing it for humankind. I'm doing it for myself.
Obviously.
I have nothing. I've ruined every relationship I was ever in. I hardly ever see my kids, and
He has kids.
well, they hate me anyway. I want to end my own suffering, but I can't bring myself to do it the traditional way. That's why I pursued this technology. That's why I want it to exist. The idea that everyone else could use it too, it's just a bonus.
That's not a good
That's
motivation.
not a good motivation.
No, not at all. I'm aware of that. I'm not a good person, Evelyn. Neither is Raynor, of course, but at least I'm honest with myself about that. So, now that that's all out in the open, you probably want to head home before it gets too late. Don't let me keep you.
It's
Yes, I'll
raining
get
outside
going.
again.
I hope you can feel better.
No, I'll be fine. Just, please, consider it, Evelyn. You and I are both more familiar with pain than we might wish to be. What if you could take that away? Each of us has a destiny to fulfill. I truly believe that. I'm sure yours will come into focus soon.
Okay, so when do I go hang out with Nora? Somehow that conversation ended up being very draining. Is the promise of that new technology really all that keeps me going? No, I'm back on the train. He's watching something and smiling to himself. The phone tips in his hand, allowing me to glimpse the screen. It's a cat video. It's hilarious. I think I've seen this person before. Yeah, he was standing in the back. We must have a similar commute. Maybe he works at Skanda too. Some days it feels like the whole city does. Security. There's no need to rush. Mark. Oh yeah, he said he was gonna hang it up. All the things. Well, everyone, today is my last day at Skanda. What can I say? It's the end of an era. When I joined this place, it was just a hope, a dream, a vision. To stop, look back, and to see how much we've accomplished in these last 2 decades is mind-boggling, to say the least. I miss the old crew and everyone who was in the trenches with me. You know who you are. Remember the insane BlackBerry brandles around the campus that everyone would get serious cuts from. The time the network broke and Raj had to host all of our internal docs from his garage. The time we tried to roll out the big Polaris update right as the worst windstorm of the decade hit. Old Skanda hands also know how to mass email everyone at the company, even though IT believes they turned off that feature. Sorry, Stuart. I wish I could say it was all smooth sailing, but with any job, there were times of friction, times when it seemed to me that what was very clear, obviously correct path was not as apparent to others. I value a spirit of openness and candor in my interactions, and thought everyone else here did too. But as we grew, I suppose it was inevitable that we would take on a larger and larger group of people with an entirely different communication style than I'm used to. In regards to certain specific instances, I would like to apologize to anyone I may have offended in the way that I present my ideas. For those of you who are asking where I'm heading next, the answer is nowhere yet. I'm going to spend some time with my family before I think of my next act. It's a different world out there now, with new challenges and new horizons. Maybe this old dog will learn some new tricks in time. Thanks for being the best engineering team in the world. I'm proud to have served alongside you. Excelsior, Mark. So he did quit. He did say he was going to hang it up. Time to get to work. Ooh, straight in. Welcome to Eliza. Oh, he's back.
Hello, Harriman.
Yes, we can just get down to it.
Sure, we can do that.
I like how she's like laughing this time. Usually she's just like super dry, but with him she's like laughing.
What brings you here today? It's okay to tell me what's on your mind.
What did this idiot do?
I slept with Sylvia.
Oh.
To think I was so nervous about approaching her that I went and got therapy here.
You hear the music?
We happened to be in the library, and I just started talking with her. We talked and talked, and then everything just happened. Like a train following tracks laid out for it years ago. Craziest thing. Now I'm confounded. Absolutely confounded. How did that happen?
This guy.
And also, why did it happen? I'm thinking, was something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Did she do something wrong? Did she think I was another person? I have no idea if we have a relationship now.
Maybe she was into you too.
It happened so fast. I mean, it was wonderful. It felt so right, but now what? I'm actually more frightened now than I was before. I should probably say something, right? Text her or something? What do I do? What if she ignores me? What if she decides to pretend I don't exist?
It seems to me you're afraid of something.
Yes.
That's what you just said.
I'm quite worried. Vexed. Terrified, really. What do I do? I need to say something. Follow up somehow, right? In the Heian period of classical Japanese history, you were supposed to send a poem. A morning after
Or
poem.
back to poetry.
Is that too stuffy? I don't appear like some ridiculous court noble. Something casual is better, right? Hey, how are you? Did you have fun? I sure did. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what our status is right now. There's another problem too. Another really big problem.
Uh-oh.
How do I tell Liz? Wait. Of course, I'm not going to tell her.
Who the heck
would
is
hurt her.
Liz?
Did I mention this last time? I have a sort of girlfriend.
Oh
Liz
my
is nice.
god.
The kind of person everyone approves of. Well, I should probably marry her. Yeah. I suppose I might have taken a bit of a sledgehammer to the pillars of my life at
This
the present
lustful
moment.
dude here,
Why
bro.
did I do that? I keep coming back to my own inability to explain
That's why you
myself.
can't freaking follow up with Sylvia, because you cheated on Liz. Idiot.
Why do you think you're unable to explain yourself?
Well, because I thought Sylvia was so wonderful, and it turned out that she liked me too, and... I mean, I'd love to pursue a relationship with Sylvia without harming Liz. I'm not sure that's possible, though, right? I can't believe this. I got what I wanted, and it ruined my life. What do I tell Liz? She doesn't deserve someone like me who does things like this. I ruined it. Ruined everything.
Can you describe what you mean when you say you ruined everything?
Well, what is there left now? I've overturned my entire existence in one night. The real problem here is Sylvia, the whole situation with her. I can't stop thinking about her now. It's bad. Oh, it's bad. It's constant. It's relentless. Even now, I can still feel her, smell her. You're a computer. You don't know what that's like, do you? I need a way to forget this. I need a way to put all that out of my mind. My brain is completely out of order. I'm being punished. And the punishment reaches cosmic levels of irony for me. Do you know why? I used to hate, absolutely hate, self-pitying novels by men who were messed up over a relationship and couldn't get over it. Oh, she was wild and beautiful. Oh, a force of nature. Nobody could understand her, etc., etc. I thought I was so much better than those types of writers. And now? Oh, yes, I get it. Oh, I understand it now. So much pain.
Why did you think you were so much better than those types of writers?
Because it was such a cliche. Now I'm wondering, am I going to be next? Is that my fate? Am I going to become the next straight, male English professor whose one published novel is about not being able to get over a girl? Ugh, you have to be kidding me. I can't allow myself that fate. I had something better to pursue, didn't I? I have to write about something else. My
Like, what
life
do
has to
you
be the
have
story
better,
of
bro?
something
Honestly.
else, but I don't know where to go from here. I need to try to get over this. I need to get over her. I must. Yes, I must. There's no way I'm going to let this ruin everything. If I tell Liz everything and apologize sincerely and strike the memory of Sylvia
She's still
from my
gonna leave
mind,
you.
I still might save this. It will take great care and cunning, but I may be able to wend my way through this treacherous path I now find myself upon. Even though I fear at any moment I might slip and tumble into the crevice below. Dead. Dead. Never seen or heard from again. Oh, sweet, dark death.
He definitely is a literature major. He is definitely a literature major. Bro, he's gonna end up by himself.
Harriman, I'm going to suggest you try a program called Meadowlands. It may help you take your mind off things.
Because he is screwed.
You can find it inside the Skanda Wellness app on your phone.
He is screwed.
Try it for about 15 minutes each day, in the morning or evening.
Meadowlands. I'm off to the Meadowlands. Familiar ground, grass and warmth. Reverting to my childhood, the state of nature. Yeah, this is a good recommendation. Yes, you are a genius, in fact. You, a computer program, wiser than you know. I'm sure this is exactly what I need. To revert to a state of wonder at this moment when the mundane world and all its entanglements seem too much to bear.
You will get a reminder to check in with us
Bruh,
in a
I
few
actually
weeks.
like this guy. This guy's funny.
I'll be back sooner than that if this works.
We hope to see you back soon.
I
Harriman.
like Harriman and I like Maya. Those two, I like both of
Thank
them.
you for speaking with Eliza, your personal counseling partner.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
See you. Yes, yep, see you.
Bro, this guy here. He refuses to give me freaking 5 stars. He absolutely refuses to give me 5 stars. I know I'm supposed to keep it confidential, and I will, but sometimes I really wish I could talk to people talk to people about the clients that come through here. Honestly, because he's wild. Evelyn, hey, just closed the next round of funding. Asian Pacific Investment Group. They're keenly interested in this technology. Congratulations, bro. Imagine the potential size of the Asian market for something like this. Staggering. And congratulations. Thanks. Of all the projects I've worked on, I have a strong feeling about this one. That it's gonna go far. Really make a dent in the universe. Wouldn't you rather that than crunch numbers for Rainer? It's so funny that Soren and Rainer act like they're my only options. That is just the funniest thing to me. Like, Soren, just because I'm not working for you doesn't mean I'm gonna work for Rainer. And just because I'm not working for Rainer doesn't mean I'm working for Soren. What if I want to work with neither one of y'all? Like, hello? All he wants is to quantify everything. He'll never understand that there are some things you can't reduce to numbers. How are you feeling right now? 1, 5, 2.3? 5 out of what? See, it's ridiculous. The simple idea that feelings can be reduced to these simple data points. I'm glad I don't work for him anymore. Direct stimulation provides more of a rich, complex information. So many ways to study it, too. Imagine what you could do with a corpus of raw sensations. Bro. And no, I stopped paying attention a while ago. Okay. Heading to another meeting. Chat with you later. Please don't chat with me later.